Oh, yes. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again with another Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts, always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by my good friends, actor, comedian extraordinaire, Mr. Tarek Lewis.
How's it going, everybody? She-Hulk time.
How you doing? How you doing? We're having some issues here. Issues with the stream today. Mr. Joey Franchise, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up? Here, bro. What's happening?
Not much, man. Bro, this restream is acting up.
I know. I see it like on a second delay.
Yeah. It's being a little silly. Just being a little silly. Michaela, how you doing? Welcome to the show, Michaela.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
I hear you.
You are coming in, but barely.
I'm coming in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. We got my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis. We got Joey Franchise. We got Michaela in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, we're here. It has finally come to pass. The finale. The infamous finale of She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen. And I know Mr. Joey Franchise got some strong feelings about the She-Hulk finale. I'm sure Mr. Tarek Lewis has some strong feelings as well. And we're going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Tarek, what did you think about the episode in the whole?
I initially actually hated it. I initially hated it, and I would say it's less strong than hate at this moment, but I did not like that ending at all. I thought it took the thunder out of every...
Hold on, guys.
I thought it took the thunder out of every character that they introduced. It just made it kind of watered down and weak. Like Abomination is a joke now, so there's no real threat there. They really watered down the villains, quote unquote villains. So not a big fan of that ending.
I don't know what's going on with my connection, but I'm gonna switch to my other laptop here because I'm already mad already. So give me 1 second while you guys keep talking amongst yourselves, okay? Talk about She-Hulk. Tell us how you feel about the last episode while I join in with my other laptop here.
Joy, how'd you feel about it?
Okay, so I was gonna.
I'm right.
Say, no.
Is my internet messing up?
No, go ahead, Michaela.
No, I was just gonna have a question, but you say yours first, and then I'll ask you.
I gotta agree with Tarek, man. That was by far one of the worst endings to an MCU anything. I thought it was so far-fetched. Everything about it was just all over the place, man. And this, like, she went like, I know they talk about the fourth wall break. She went like the fifth and sixth, maybe seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th wall to end this whole series off. But honestly, I'm just happy that it's over with because it was just an overload of just nonsense. Like, it was just straight nonsense, the entire series. Like, I'm waiting for, you know, it's crazy. Like, you know how they talk about like Seinfeld just being the show about nothing? I mean, this is really a superhero show about nothing, but at least Seinfeld was good at what they did. This was not good. And if that's what they were trying to accomplish by giving it this Ally McBeal kind of MCU comedic feel and, you know, fourth wall breaking, I understand that's canon to the comics, but man, it was way over the top, especially, and it showed. The Kevin Feige robot was terrible. The Hulk son Scar reveal was terrible. Like, there was no buildup to any. Like, it was just literally like, I don't even know how to explain it anymore. It was literally a bunch of nothing for a whole, what, it was like 25-minute episode, whatnot. But whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just glad it's over with. But it was just terrible. But I do like Tatiana Maslany. Let's get walking away with the pros. I won't say that the character herself was bad. I just felt like it was very bad writing, very mediocre writing. Bush League.
All right. Michaela, we've laid it to waste.
Man, that was like, whoa, that's funny. No, I was gonna ask you guys, would you want to see She-Hulk, like maybe not for a show, but for something else?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see it done right. Like I want to see a good story. Like you can add all those elements, you know, that they were trying to add from the comics that they just didn't really kind of course correct throughout this, you know, first season of it. But yeah, I'm totally down for it. I know there's like rumors saying that she might pull up in Captain America 4 for New World Order because, you know, Leader's the bad guy. But yeah, I'm definitely down to see her. And I thought Tatiana Maslany was good, so I really, you know, would look forward to seeing She-Hulk in another, you know, crossover, or maybe, you know, hopefully a new season, but just done right.
Yeah, I agree. I would go with She-Hulk in another project. I think the mood of the show was what the mood of the show was, and either you like that or you don't. But I would definitely, like, if she popped up in the next Captain America, or if she popped up in what's the one they're doing all the villains? I can't think of his name right now.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts. She popped up in that. I would be fine with it. Another season, probably not. I mean, I would watch at this point. I'm held hostage by Marvel, so I would watch it.
Literally, everybody held hostage.
But I'm not like hyped for another season of this. And I agree. I think Tatiana was great. I think she was the bright light of the whole thing. But yeah, it was just. I'm up for She-Hulk and other projects, but maybe just not another show.
Speedies now.
We got two Speedies, one Speedy and his variant.
Yeah, I got multiple things running here, trying to fix stuff.
King the podcast.
But I'll tell you, I actually enjoyed this season, this show. First hated it because I loved how it did not take its break within the MCU, where I just feel like I could with superheroes that doesn't have to like matter to the MCU. But I don't know. If I really came into this, like I did not read any of the She-Hulk comics, so I can't relate. I don't know. I feel like I had fun watching it, and I think I enjoyed watching it each week, just to like of it all. Because at first I took it seriously, and I was like, okay, this is something that we need to like pay attention to. And then when the finale hit, then when like and more silliness happened, then I was like, okay, this is just nonsense that I could just enjoy. I'm okay with that, but I understand where people's frustrated because they now just like watch this whole series and they just feel like they just wasted a bunch.
I was really trying to dig deep into like some of the like stuff that was going on when she was breaking through the fourth wall, and you know, you saw the Disney Plus home screen. I was trying to dissect that the entire time, like what was going on. Like, okay, maybe this might not be bad. Maybe they might like save it by doing something really crazy with this. You know, maybe like I'm thinking that maybe Kang was involved, but I also read somewhere that, you know, just looking on Twitter that maybe Kang is the Kevin robot. So there's like a bunch of little, you know, theories and stuff like that surrounding it. But that's kind of what I was kind of trying to pick up. I'm like, okay, where's the, you know, how they're going to stick the landing on this? Like, okay, I'm all for weird shit going on. You know, it got weird. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe they have time to like revamp everything. Maybe this is just like some type of dream. Maybe this is just some type of like shit that Kang's doing on. And she's caught up in like some weird ass, you know, multiverse or whatnot. And she just doesn't quit. I don't know, but I was just trying to like pick that apart, but they gave me shit. They gave me nothing.
Yeah, I think it's a waste of time to even dissect through it. Easter eggs, but nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it again.
At the end of the day,
I was gonna try and watch it again. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time.
The punchline about smashing Matt Murdock was funny though.
That was funny.
I
get that.
That was funny.
Like the comedic relief was okay at times. Like it wasn't bad. It's just that the stuff that a lot of the story and some of the characters were really watered down, and a lot of things weren't being explained that was just going on, like vampires, this man bowl.
I feel like at the end of it, it
Can
almost.
you guys hear me now? First off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right. Cool. Sorry, I have technical difficulties here in the Speedy Junior home. I don't know what the heck was going on.
Okay, go ahead. You were saying.
Go ahead and finish your thought. Yeah.
After I saw the finale, I thought the show from the first episode to the last episode, it was just answering fans of the MCU wanted to know, and I feel like they really thought by making fun of itself, being like, oh, Kevin, and he's making all these decisions, and sometimes that's why a lot of the endings are the similar. And then when you're talking about like from the start of them breaking and finding out who makes like super suits and why the crew, like all that stuff, it's like I just feel like they were just answering Stu might have from the MCU, because the MCU is so big, so many movies that it's up in things, and I just feel like they were like, we just need something fun, a show where viewers could just laugh at the MCU's like continuity error.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that as their intent.
Right.
And I was enjoying. I didn't dislike the show as a whole. I was enjoying the show as a whole. So I'm not giving the whole show like that bad of a rating, but I would just that finale for me. It was just like it's like a good comedy that goes like over the top. It was like watching a Key and Peele sketch. It's like, okay, you keep amping up the ridiculousness of it. So, but for some people, that's going to be fine. I don't think it was a total failure. The season, at least, I don't think it was a failure. Yeah.
Do you think it's the
Speedy
worst?
figures out what's going on with his.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, where do you think this ranks? This is the worst
show overall?
I'm saying the show overall compared to the other MCU shows. Where do you rank?
Oof. This was not the worst. I think I got to double check here. Let me see. Miss Marvel to me was the worst. Right. Miss Marvel was the worst to me. I still got.
Wow.
I still have WandaVision first. Then Hawkeye for me.
Hawkeye.
Then Loki.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Hawkeye. Then Loki, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then She-Hulk, and I would say Miss Marvel very last. I don't think I'm missing anybody. I'm not counting What If.
Yeah.
What If to me animated, so I'm gonna put that separately. That's how I have them. I don't think any of them have been trash, though. So.
You said Loki, right?
Yes, Loki was my third.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, Joey? Where do you rank the MCU TV shows now?
I think I'm putting. Man, it's a tie for first for me for WandaVision and Loki. WandaVision was something so different, but Loki was also like it kind of anchored where the MCU was going for these next few phases. So I mean, one or two toss up on WandaVision and Loki, but I also liked I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier at 3. I think I'm putting Moon Knight at 4.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, let me just say, but then for 5, yeah. What am I forgetting?
Hawkeye is in
Hawkeye. I give Hawkeye 5. I like Hawkeye. Hawkeye was good. Those are like my top 5. I know damn well at the bottom is going to be and I think Miss Marvel comes after that, but definitely at the bottom is She-Hulk. Actually, and I didn't like What If. And
Oh wow.
What If was better to me than She-Hulk. I thought that shit was way better than She-Hulk. And I didn't even like What If.
Oh my.
That's tough. Where are you coming in at, Michaela?
Okay,
You've had time to think.
I had time to think. For sure. And then it's Loki. I had time to think, but I don't even remember all this stuff. And then I'm with you there. Hawkeye was high up there now after hearing everything. Hawkeye. Probably then Moon Knight, and then I probably still would. I don't know where She-Hulk would end. Would go actually. I forgot the show even that we're talking about. So I Hulk right in the middle, below Hawkeye, but above Moon Knight.
Yeah,
I think
middle of. Yeah, I didn't like the ending of Moon Knight. The endings, I should probably pick Moon Knight versus She-Hulk, but I don't know. I guess I saw going in silly and like got sillier as it went on, where Moon Knight like built up to this thing and of that ending.
Yeah, I would say I would think the Moon Knight ending was a bit let down to me. I got She-Hulk over Moon Knight also. I think Moon Knight's in my bottom 3. She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and then Miss Marvel.
I liked Miss Marvel because of
Moon Knight.
Just
TK
like
just
it's going to
lead
lead
into the that too. That's
funny. Because it's yeah.
So here's another thing. Speaking of television MCU shows, did you see that Sacha Baron Cohen might be Mephisto?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's interesting how they're gonna
good actor.
Debunking it.
He got range. I think he got range.
He can pull it off.
He shows he before he can play like serious roles.
Yeah, he could definitely pull it off. But I think it's interesting that Marvel's going to go this route after did it all during WandaVision, and now it's like, okay, so now he actually is coming in play.
Yeah. See, I think that Disney listens so much to fans that, they change things, I think. I mean, that's kind of what the Machine Kevin said. So.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, I think the call for Mephisto was big. So here we are. I mean, we did get, we're going to segue, we did get Man-Thing in a different show, which I remember people thinking.
How'd you guys like that?
I enjoyed it. By night.
I did too.
We talked about that. That was good.
Where do you stand on Werewolf by Night, Michaela?
I really enjoyed it. I actually saw it, I think 2 nights ago. Delayed, but I kind of loved how the direction it went into, and I think it was a great intro to the character.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a series. I didn't realize it was just a one-off special. But still, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
But apparently he's going to be in more Marvel projects.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I know for a fact they're putting him at Disneyland and Avengers Campus.
Oh, okay. Werewolf by Night at Avengers Campus?
That's a whole other universe.
Yeah.
But they did have Werewolf by Night at Avengers Campus.
Moon Knight K has a question for our Marvel thing. Go ahead and put it in your in the chat there, my friend.
Yeah, when he drops it, we'll get to it.
Yeah. So House of the Dragon. Anybody? Are we caught up? Are we watching?
Yeah, caught up.
Thoughts on this episode?
I thought it was pretty intense. It kind of dragged a little bit, but it was almost kind of predictable though. Like I kind of felt like, when they wanted to make Aegon the king, and they were like searching for him, and he ain't trying to be king, and it's like you already knew. I thought it was gonna be actually like Rhaenyra and Daemon pulling up on a dragon, just fucking shit up. But no, I was surprised to see the aunt, or was it Renat? They got the Rhaenyra and Rhaenys. I forgot what.
Yeah,
they
kill you with those names.
Yeah, they're too close to each other. But yeah, I was surprised to see her pull up at the end. But I thought it was literally going to be Rhaenyra and Daemon just pulling up fucking shit up in that on Aegon's whole rollout.
Yeah,
but it dragged up until that point.
Michaela, you don't watch House of the Dragon, do you, Michaela?
No, I don't. I never watched Game of Thrones. But how do you guys feel about like the time jump? I know that a time jump occurred episodes. Now, how do you feel about it?
I'm actually happy about it. I think the last few seasons of Game of Thrones, people were complaining about how fast things were moving, and that really did hurt the show. But the way they've clearly learned from the mistakes, the way they do the time jumps is very well done. And it's, to me, hard sometimes to track who's who, but they do a lot of dialogue to let you know what the relationships are each time. And there's so many characters. But yeah, they're actually, I thought it helped a lot with the pace, because we will be watching the show forever if they 5 or 6 years in between. It's well done, but usually it's not well done.
Series.
Excuse me?
I know this is a prequel series, but do you feel like it ties in well with the original series?
What I like about it is that it does not tie in that much with the original series. I like that. I mean, it's that same world, and you might hear a similar name, but I like that it's kind of giving its complete own story. And I don't get the feeling, I know some people watch the show and they're trying to wonder how things are going to tie in. I don't get the feeling that it's going to tie in. I mean, there may be one thing. They may, like at the end, show something we're familiar with and it's in the book or something like that. But this is, I don't know, maybe 300 years before or 200 years before all the other actions. So I think some things will be, like Speedy would say, the sweaties are going to catch some stuff about like the Red Keep and stuff like that. But I like that it doesn't tie in. So.
Well, I'm back, guys, after fighting with my internet and different computers here.
Did you call it Frontier?
I should have called the Frontier, but that would have been a fucking waste of time. We all know that. So
what you got? Spectrum?
No, I got Frontier, and I got the terabyte over a terabyte too. So it's like, it's wild, man. No,
you'd be on hold longer than the show.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's just it's just the Windows computer that I use for the main broadcast. It did an update, so I think it's not driving with the Chrome. That's why I'm on my MacBook now. Yeah. The MacBook seems like it's working better. So. Anyway,
you were there, Speedy. You were there trashing brands and bigging up other brands. What the hell wrong with you? Don't give it away for free.
I was. You know, it's actually the company laptop that was fucking up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's we're on House of the Dragon right now. What are your thoughts on House of the Dragon?
Hot D? Are we got? I want you to concede that everybody is
Stop
calling it Hot
calling
D.
it that.
Did you call it Hot D?
Nobody's calling that damn show ID.
All the YouTube and podcast shows are all calling it Hot D.
Yeah, your algorithms are messing you up, Speedy.
I want to tell you what I think about She-Hulk first, and we'll talk about House of the Dragon. Okay, so
Oh, now we gotta backtrack and have you
and
talk
I
about
was
She-Hulk.
yeah, I'm really disappointed in the last episode of She-Hulk, man. It was all right. I was just kind of like, why? I get it, you know, because I've read a She-Hulk comic book in the '90s, you know, so I get the fourth wall and stopping the presses, and you know what I mean. I just don't think it translates well to what the MCU is, you know.
It doesn't translate to what they built, like, or what they.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to McDonald's and getting a taco, you know.
Yeah, or pizza.
You know what I mean? Or a pizza. You know, you didn't expect them to sell pizza today. I mean, you just wanted.
But there was a
chicken
McDonald's
nuggets.
that actually sold pizza. I don't know where it was that I got it, but they had pizza at one point. It was
Yeah, I remember that was happening for a moment.
And I accept it for what it is. I accept the She-Hulk episode for what it is, and I get what they were trying to do, and you know, I got a little chuckle out of it. Sure, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
The X-Men
It's
drop
more like
fucked it up
for me it was
I
more like let's introduce She-Hulk. Here she is. That's it. We're done. You know, we use her for other stuff. But now I hear they're gonna do a season 2. So
of course
I
they
don't
were
even know.
doing
Who are you hearing this from?
Well, that's just a rumor that's on the internet. We haven't no official announcement yet. But she did say they kind of like hinted at it at the end and the finale there, and the little banter with the Kevin unit. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I want to say that Tatiana said that
They're not gonna feel like a spoiler.
Yeah, everybody knows already.
It's like,
Everybody.
Well, I'm looking now. Apparently, there was an alternate ending that was filmed for She-Hulk.
Really?
I'm curious, wondering what that was. Yeah. Now let's you're hydrated. Let's talk about. Did you overall in the series though, like on the series finale?
She-Hulk,
you know,
I thought it had highs and lows. You know, it had highs and lows. I didn't dislike the Daredevil show.
Is it your least favorite? Is it your least favorite series so far from Marvel?
My least favorite series has to be Falcon and Winter Soldier. Still.
Wow.
Their least favorite?
Although I still like some things that were done in that show, but overall, I just thought the ending was really weak in that season, that show.
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
that was your least favorite?
Yeah, that's my least favorite right now.
Wow.
And I enjoyed Ms. Marvel. I thought I wouldn't.
Yeah, this Marvel was cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been very underwhelmed. Like, it's been very underwhelming, like watching these series because like the effects like are not up to par. And I know there's
What's
like
that?
always been some shit like about like the you know the graphics, like
Yeah.
all the special effects like look very like cheap.
Right.
sorry, I just got. Dominic just told me that he saw something, and she said that they filmed the finale of She-Hulk before they filmed everything. That makes sense now.
Interesting.
That makes
Interesting
sense. That
strategy.
it didn't make sense. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
It's
That's why
really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all right. I mean, I guess I accept it for what it is, and it's time to move on. But getting back to House of the Dragon, right now, that's a show to be excited about. I'll tell you that. What a great show. This is just great acting every time you turn it on, man. Like all the actors are just a game. Like it could be about, I don't know, like shuffleboard or something. You know what I mean? Those actors just make it so much more interesting. You know, just really really good. And it's just. I like this. I was just like, wow. Like I'm just so enthralled with the episode. I was just like, you know, just great stuff from just the intrigue. Okay, the caper. I like to say like the absorption of the throne. Trying to get the king installed. Right away. Jen trying to find him. Two different groups trying to find the kid. To influence him. Just everything, all the little subplots that were going on, and just very interesting, man. Just really, really, really well done episode. I don't know. What did you guys finish your thoughts about it, or what? Or who was left on it before I came back in with my interruption?
I shall speak on it. Michaela is not. Well, she has some questions about it, about tying in,
Okay.
But and whatnot. We answered, I think. I think. But I'm enjoying House of the Dragon. Like I left that last episode feeling like, ooh, this may end up being one of those great shows instead of like I don't know. I was kind of feeling like a money grab at first. Like
Mhm.
okay, well, Game of Thrones did well. We could just do House of the Dragon. It kind of I was like, I get why you're doing it, whatever.
Right.
But now, like watching it, like you said, the performances are great. In comparison, like you're saying, Joey, about the graphics and She-Hulk, like they make those dragons look real as shit. Like, like
Oh yeah,
it
like
make it seem it'd be very casual to see one. The way they build the universe.
Yo, that final scream that the dragon did before it took off at the end, near the end of the episode, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a real. That was like get off the throne, like a scream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when Michaela was asking
what
about
I
the
mean?
time jumps, and I think those time jumps, I think I was when I was saying it helps so much, and I'm still shocked that I know all these characters. I mean, I may not know them. It's like you was saying. I'm sorry, Joey was saying there's Rhaenyra, Viserys, Vaena, Daemon. Like it gets messy,
Mhm.
but I definitely know the faces.
Yeah.
And like that whole episode to me was like, it was so intense. For it to be an hour long, it was like intense the entire time. Like from jump and just see everybody's machinations. I thought it was dope.
No, I thought it was really, 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 really well done, man. Joey, did you finish your thought about House of Dragon?
Yeah,
He-
no, I've been. Don't call it that, please. It's like I thought it was. I think we were just talking about this last episode. I mean, the storyline is great. Like it's a lot of great writing. I just felt like this last one, was maybe a little pacing issues. It just kind of felt almost like predictable. Like you almost knew what was going to happen. So, but they did throw the curveball at the end. I thought, like I was telling Tarek and Michaela, I thought it was, Rhaenyra and Daemon that would pull up on the dragons to, say otherwise about Aegon taking the throne. But now I was really surprised the curveball they threw. Man, this very thoroughly impressed. Probably probably the best show out right now. House of Dragons.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for the bang of the buck and the quality of performances, I say right now, House of the Dragon is
Like I'll tolerate a
good
shitty
stuff, man.
She-Hulk series, every week because I know, oh, well, House of Dragons will, make up for it, and I'll be entertained.
Yeah, House
There you go.
of Dragons like extra credit at the end of the week if you watch some trash shows. Like I still got House of the Dragon on Sunday. By the way, I don't think we've talked about Andor.
I haven't even got into
No,
Andor
have we
yet.
talked about Andor?
We have not talked
this
about
is the-
Andor today.
Where did we talk about the final episode? The caper episode. We finally got the caper.
We have not talked about that.
No, we haven't talked about that.
Nope.
Michaela's into Andor, so we'll let Michaela tee off on Andor before we start talking about it because we got into it last week. Remember? But she can tell us how she feels about the whole show right now, and then get into the newest episode. I did. Oh well, she just blinked out. I see. I think not only did I have internet problems, I think Restream is being buttheads too. So,
Another brand you're trashing.
yeah, fuck them. Bro, I show you the bill. If I show you how much I pay Restream a year, y'all be like, yeah. You can talk about them all you want. Anyway, yeah, but this more recent, the recent episode of Andor, man, was actually pretty good. We finally got some some TIE fighter action, some capers. The heist was on and popping. Some deaths, huh? Some blaster fire, right? Blaster battles.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with this episode of Andor. To be honest,
Yeah.
it really brought the show together for me. I was enjoying Andor, but it was hard to track and get interested in what was going on, like truly invested, but not until the end. Yeah, the way he pulled off the mission, the final, like that was very well done, very well done, and I think it adds to the Star Wars lore. Like I thought it was gonna be. I'm one of the Jedi people. Kind of want to see the Jedi to some Force or like a bounty hunter here or there. This is more like the Rebels and the formation of that military. I thought that part was dope. How they put it all together.
Yeah, I really dug it.
Peace with Andor.
And
Michaela, do we have you back?
Oh, I saw her graphic moved, but I didn't hear anything.
Hello.
I think she still haven't.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got you now.
I can hear you now, kind of, sort of.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I really gotten into Andor. I only watched like an episode and a half. I've also been very busy the past couple of weeks, so something like She-Hulk, which is like easy just to laugh at, I just was able to put those down easier. With Andor, I'm like about this, so I really haven't had like the brain power to just sit and watch.
I agree with you there, though. I definitely have to focus on when I watch Andor. There's been some episodes I try to watch in passing, and I got to go back and catch up. And be like, I don't know what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
we haven't really spoiled anything for you, Michaela. You should be good. We haven't spoiled anything much.
Yeah,
I'm okay with spoilers.
Killed the pot for you
because at the end of the day, we all see an Andor at the end of everything.
That's right.
But it's obviously within like the characters that have been built in this season or the series, just the lore of Star Wars, it building. So I don't really care, but enjoy it for what it is.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything that it finally built up to. It was a good payoff. There you go. This episode was a good payoff for the episodes of building the tension and the drama and the character introductions, and it was different. So putting House of Dragon and Andor like in comparison as far as like pacing story wise, that's like I feel like it's like a little different approach maybe to the way Andor's done, or a little bit more exposition in some episodes. He doesn't mind. It feels like the director or whoever wrote the story for Andor doesn't mind using a whole episode to explain plot elements.
Yeah, Andor's the A team,
and later on another episode. Yeah,
Andor's the A team, and House of Dragon is Young and the Restless. I don't think you can compare it.
There you go.
Compare the two at all. What do you like better, Interview with a Vampire or What If? Like that isn't; those aren't two things you want to compare.
yeah. It's two different brands, definitely. But let's talk about like just TV plot in general.
Yeah.
But definitely good, man. If give it another shot, Michaela. Give it another shot.
Oh no, I definitely am. I'm not really haven't had the time to sit down and watch it.
You have to watch it during the you have to watch it during the holiday season or something.
There you go. On the off day, on your downtime. Let's talk about Ezra Miller.
Do we have
not
to?
Guilty. Yeah. Looking at what, 26 years? That's what I'm reading from this article. Wow. That's not. I just don't understand.
The actor is in prison.
I just don't understand how they're gonna still put this Flash movie out. It's wild.
I mean, it hasn't come out yet, so you never know if they're gonna put the axe on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Warner Brothers is kind of like, fuck it. I feel like that's their attitude. You know what I mean? Especially from all this. Michaela, you get to go see Black Adam Wednesday, and you're gonna tell us all
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
excited.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna be out there
just
Wednesday too.
Oh,
Yeah?
I
good.
got a ticket. I got a pass for Wednesday.
nice, nice. Um, from the rumors and from the speculation, seems like Warner Brothers is gonna get a little ballsy with it. They're gonna
Ever
give a little
Dwayne
bit
The
of what
Rock
the fans want.
Johnson says.
Yeah, yeah. We got the Henry Cavill report reportedly in the movie.
Yep.
We
He's
got
coming. They just greenlit Superman or Man of Steel 2.
mm-hmm. Yep. There's a rumor about a Trinity movie. What I mean, like a Trinity, is a Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman movie. There's that.
I hope that's a long time from now.
They need
Oh yeah,
to
I'm
pace
sure it's gonna be
themselves,
very-
really, though.
Yeah.
They need to slow down.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little excited. I think Rock had a really good quote, and I don't want to misquote him, but pretty much in a nutshell, his quote was, I guess somebody asked him on the red carpet, how does he feel about Marvel? Is he close to competing with Marvel or something like that? Something around those lines was the question, and he said, no, we're not Marvel, we're DC, and we need to focus on what we're doing. You know what I mean? It was more or less, his reaction was like, we need to focus on what the DC brand is going to be, more than try and compete with somebody who's already established and does things very well. Yeah. Corporate people think a different way.
I think that Black Adam is going to be when we're talking about, are they still going to do The Flash and these other projects? I think that Black Adam is going to be a big measuring stick for what the future is going to be. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock is really flexing his star power, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He
is, but he wants
he's
to run.
he's
He wants to
Kevin
run.
Feige
He wants to run the ship,
DCEU.
and he wants to run the ship.
He's gonna be
or at least
DC's
things that he's involved
He
in.
has no time to run the ship.
He's gonna be.
Hey, I
DC's
follow him on
Kevin
Instagram.
Feige.
I follow him on Instagram. He spends a lot of time fishing. He has plenty of time.
Yeah,
That was
and
all.
he eats a lot of fish.
Go ahead, Mikhail. I'm sorry.
I know. I said all those photos were taken like. He carefully schedules them.
That's probably true. He probably has people. Put the fish in there and let me get it.
Probably right. That's probably right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess it's official because Variety picked it up. A bunch of I think we talked about it in an earlier episode, Tarek, but Harrison Ford apparently is going to take over William Hurt's role as General Thunderbolt Ross in an upcoming project.
And I think he'll be Red Hulk.
Yeah. We all think we're Red Hulk.
Michaela, you saw the trailer for the Indiana Jones. Is he okay? Harrison Ford.
I thought it was odd because he's up there, but the thing is, who's the guy that? I'm sorry, who was the last Bolt Ross?
William Hurt, I believe was.
William Hurt.
Okay, they're about the same age.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
it's weird to, I guess, see Harrison Ford as that because it's like they were about the same age.
Yeah, so I guess the casting news is for the Captain America 4 movie.
I don't think I'm a fan of Harrison Ford
the Captain
joining
America
the
4
MCU.
movie. That seems to be the official leak because now I'm looking at the Hollywood Reporter right here, and that says Harrison Ford is joining that movie. So that seems to be the connection where the trade's made.
It's
there.
like happening.
It's
happening.
It's definitely happening.
Apparently,
he's 8 years older than William Hurt. I just had to look it up.
Don't lose your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
He's 8 years older.
How you feel about Joey?
Yeah,
Harrison
he's 8
Ford.
years older.
I'm all for it, bro. I've always been a fan of Harrison Ford, man. Like, I'm a huge Harrison Ford fan, and I think that if he, brings a lot of that classic Harrison Ford energy into the MCU, into a Thunderbolt Ross, who's an aggressive character. Harrison Ford has played a lot of aggressive roles, so I mean, it doesn't not make sense. Like, this is perfect. You know what I mean? If somebody had to really fill in, William Hurt's shoes, RIP, man, I mean, Harrison Ford, dog. Like, I can see it.
Okay.
He wants to be
What?
in every franchise. That's where
Chime
I'm
in,
at.
Terry. Go ahead. Tell him how you feel.
He go
Just saying.
watch when you see it, man. I think he gonna be solid, dog.
I like Harrison Ford as an actor. He's 80. I'm just concerned. Just concerned.
Living his best life, dog.
Yeah. And I don't say anything about Morgan Freeman, so that's let me not be biased here. Maybe I'm being nitpicking, but I'm just worried about Harrison out here in these streets.
What if Morgan Freeman joined the MCU?
Oh man,
He should have been the Watcher.
Oh yeah, that would have been good. That'd have been good.
I would have gave that to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear if I want to hear anybody narrate anything, I'm calling Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well,
let's prepare us off Harrison Ford.
I really thought this Indiana Jones movie was his last thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm shocked at. I think it's really throwing me off. I thought he was retiring, and he's done. Unless he's already shot what he's going to shoot. I don't know.
Harrison Ford, yeah. A
lot
of
it's
people
be
assume
CGI. If he's Red Hulk, then it's like okay.
A lot of people assumed that he was going to retire, especially after doing Indiana Jones, because it's like a last hurrah tour of movies.
Yeah. Oof, okay.
Yeah, but that seems like a double downing of a lot of acting because MCU's multiple projects. You know what I mean? Multiple projects.
Unless he's going to be killed off.
Oh, maybe.
Wow.
You're so morbid, Michaela.
So
mean, Michaela. You killed him off like they did in Star Wars. Just kill him
his old ass off.
And bring his ghost back. Make no sense.
Oh man, that's funny. All in all, I'm not that excited overall about Thunderbolts, but that's just because I don't know anything that much about it. So
it's the Suicide Squad of the Marvel universe, pretty much.
Yeah, when I actually see a picture of the lineup, it looks pretty cool. I'm like, that actually be pretty cool. So of course, again, I'm a hostage to Marvel. They got me.
I was gonna say because I had to see that they talk about it at D23 instead of freaking Hugh Jackman coming out. I'm pissed. I was robbed.
Marvel. Michaela wasted her whole life trip.
Wasted it.
Not do any good announcements. Okay. You wasted vacation time, which is like sacred at Beasley Media Group. Okay. And
it's like fantasy football. You roll the dice sometimes, Michaela.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just lost. Okay. It's okay.
You started the wrong receiver. It's okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the shows that none of you guys watch.
Yes.
Have ended for the season. Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Yes.
Oh, and that's
Tell us
where
all about Lord of the Rings and why you do not.
That's where I exit because I haven't watched it yet, and I got to go do a club. So I'm gonna talk to you. Guys
you out, bro?
Right.
All right. So let everyone know how they
right.
can follow you, sir. All the good stuff for the audio version of this.
Yep, at Joey Franchise on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm out. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.
All right, man.
All right,
Peace.
guys. Thank you, man. Peace out.
Peace.
On a programming note, now that I closed a bunch of freaking programs around open on my computer because I was using this for something else, now I can hear you guys just fine.
It was always you, Speedy. We just couldn't tell you because you couldn't hear us.
Yeah. No, I know you guys. And you guys seemed like you had a great show going, and I just couldn't hear anything. I was like, why am I going to interrupt with that? It's, this show's probably going to be the most listened to show.
Nah. Title it Ezra Miller.
Right.
Actually, Tarek's review of Halloween Ends is getting a lot of plays right now.
Yeah, but surprised how many Halloween fans are out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of horror movie fans out there, and they'll debate you, bro.
Oh man, yeah,
they'll debate you, and they have interesting theories.
Yeah. But Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Now this is a show that, as Joey's not here, listen. I don't. It's just a show. Like, if it was a Marvel show, it would be my last one. It would be under Miss Marvel.
Wow.
and I'm into it.
Did you figure out who Sauron is yet? Or
yeah, they do reveal who Sauron is.
All right.
They do reveal who Sauron is. I'm not gonna say they reveal who that is. That's probably the biggest thing that happens. A lot of the other stuff is just like, ooh, talk about prequels. Like this thing is 3,000 years before the other stuff we see. So it's like kind of hard to
my
care
wife
about the characters.
Going back to House of Dragon just for a second before you continue with Lord of the Rings. My wife was arguing with me. She's like, "Oh, that's gonna be the Mad King." I'm like, "My love, the lifespan of a human being is less than 100 years, okay, and probably worse in Game of Thrones world. You know,
Stop.
Let
her be. I mean, our dragons.
This is not the Mad King, okay? They fight the Mad King as young people." In the story, remember? Sorry, I do love her.
That's where I never understand like sci-fi fans. Something little like someone living to 300 years old could be like blasphemy dragons.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
That's the unbelievable thing.
Right.
Han Solo's ghost can't come talk to Kylo Ren, okay? Can't be done. It's not a Jedi. Anyway.
That's my
Lord of Rings,
thought on Rings of Power.
Yeah.
It's even if you're into the lore, unless you're really, really into it. I know Tolkien apparently I never read the books. I know
you think Star Wars if you think Star Wars fans are bad or sweaties, like I like to call them,
yeah.
The Lord of the Rings sweaties are.
I got to get on a feed and see how they're reacting to the show, because Amazon won't allow reviews for the show, which I think is weird. Yeah, they took down the ability.
No, it's bad.
That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah. Oof.
That's like admitting that your show sucks.
No, not necessarily. Maybe they don't want to deal with.
Just like when the review embargoes lift, and it's like if it's about to premiere, it sucks.
Maybe
majority of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want it for their platform, the reviews anymore.
Yeah, they shut that down.
Yeah.
I also finished the season finale of C on Apple TV.
I thought you finished this already. I feel like we keep talking about it every episode.
No, this weekend was the season finale. This Friday was the season finale.
I need to catch up on C because
right.
I think I put you on to C.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think you did. And I became more loyal to it than you.
Well, because I have a review login for the show.
Oh, okay.
And I watched the season finale of season 1 without the post production effects. So I literally saw like them fighting behind green screen and stuff like that. Fakes smashing, fakes cutting their heads off and smashing their heads in.
Yeah.
So I need to rewatch that with the post production on it now.
Yeah.
And
well, I have to say that this is a very satisfying series finale.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. I was very shocked at this last season. Very satisfying series finale. Yeah. Jason Momoa's acting chops are getting better and better. He's going to be, if he stays in the shape he was in C, he's going to be in great shape for Aquaman.
Oh, for sure.
He has some great moments in the show. Very, very, very satisfying season finale. I recommend the show to everybody. If, like we were saying, Michaela, where you'd have to get past the people won't believe. People can't see, they can't do stuff. You got to get past.
Yeah.
Suspension of belief. Like let it go at some point. And it becomes pretty cool. Dope show. Great action. I enjoyed it. The show is good when you hate a character. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Is the next season the last season?
This season was the last season.
Also, it was the series finale.
Series finale, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. The series finale. So you got four seasons. You can go through it. I think it's about 8 or 10 episodes per season.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So it gets a little melodramatic sometimes. I was gonna say the thing, the show's good when you hate a character or two that you just hate. And there's like 2 characters. I'm like, fucking kids, man. Like the kids in the show, like I can't stand the kids. That's how I know they're doing a good job as actors.
Let them die. All right, man. I think
I did want to mention something.
Go ahead.
So I went to New York Comic Con.
Yes.
And,
Tell us about your experience.
And I saw the first episode of that new Velma show.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Okay.
Next year. Yeah. And I just wanted to mention it because I'm so like on my like so excited to see like show when it comes out because it is so crazy. I don't even know if you guys are gonna like the show based on like the Scooby-Doo lore shows and movies that Scooby-Doo and Hanna-Barbera.
Mm-hmm.
But
I do. I'm. You know what I really like from Hanna-Barbera, which probably gonna date myself, is Thundar the Barbarian. I love that freaking show.
Yeah, you old as shit, Speedy. That's
yeah.
You guys watch the Harley Quinn animated series?
I like that too. It's actually funny.
I've watched some episodes. Yes, I enjoy it.
Okay, because it just imagine like the Scooby-Doo gang, in the essence of this Harley Quinn animated, like very gory, very
really, but like in vulgar too, and like they curse and stuff.
Vulgar, yep, and vulgar.
Yeah? Interesting. Wow, is it animated or is it live action?
If
you don't
like in one of the scenes, as they're trying to murder this girl in the high school, off on accident. They chop off a kid's leg, like in the middle of the hallway. Like it's, but I'm intrigued to see what you guys are gonna think of it. It follows and you see the 4, people who are in, like the gang of Scooby-Doo. Scooby is not in the show. Is Mindy Kaling. Daphne is voiced by Constance Wu, and Daphne is supposed to. Fred is the only white character, and Shaggy, he's black.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, the guys.
But I'm so intrigued to see what everyone else is gonna say about it.
That Mindy Kaling is funny to me. She's hilarious to me, and the dude who they have playing Shaggy, his name is Sam Richardson. He is hilarious to me also.
Yeah, I love him.
So now you're telling me that it's. Now that you're telling me it's going to be like a little more dark. I'm definitely into it now. I'm like, hey, I want to see.
I guess that changed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
By them choosing that route, going down that
Definitely
route.
not Sunday morning cartoons. Or Saturday. It's something you do not watch with the children.
I'm going to. I think Discovery can turn this thing around. They seem to be putting out some good stuff, some good ideas. Discovery might be able to turn this thing around.
Well, this is Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Duh.
Yeah. I was like, oh, hold on, am I wrong? Yeah.
I'm so confused. All these.
I thought you were messing with us, Michaela.
It was a Warner Brothers.
Yeah, you gotta stay on top of the corporate mergers, okay?
Can't. Too many.
Well, I think that's it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. Unless I'm forgetting something. Are you excited for Black Adam, Michaela?
Confirm or deny my excitement level.
Okay. How about you, Tarek? Are you hyped finally for Black Adam?
I'm very hyped for Black Adam. I'm very hyped for Black Adam. I might not. If Michaela does a review, immediately I'll listen to that one. But I'm not going to look at a bunch because I don't want to sour my taste before I get in there.
There's a bunch of reviews out there. So,
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking part in it.
All right.
I'm just trusting in. I'm trusting in Dwayne Johnson.
Trusting in Dwayne Johnson.
They got Aldous Hodge in there,
Trust.
Pierce Brosnan. These are some of my favorites. I'm just trusting in it, believing in it.
Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us today here at Geek Culture Congress. Let everyone know how they can follow you, Mr. Tarek Lewis. Everyone listening on the audio, because you already got your tag up there on your screen right there. But for everyone's listening to the podcast version of this,
my name is Tarek at Instagram and also on YouTube.
And of course, Michaela, you too as well. Let everyone know how they can follow you.
Instagram at Mika Fig, and on YouTube, adult adventure videos from New York Comic Con.
Oh yeah, don't Adventure Time. I think your audio tweaked out there for a second. All right, of course, for me, you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR, all the socials. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. Wow, man, we're a steady number of people live with us today, but nobody was chatting. Okay, you guys can be part of the show. By all means, let us know what you think. Send a message there, and we'll share it here on the show, and we'll talk about you. Okay, in a good way.
We'll talk about you.
Follow the show, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Culture Congress on Facebook. It's 3 words. Put them together for Instagram. Give us a follow, a subscribe on our YouTube channel. And, of course, you can listen to the audio version of this podcast always on your favorite podcast, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, should I say. Just look for Geek Culture Congress Podcast, or tell your smart speaker to play the Geek Culture Congress Podcast, and it should do it for you, okay, without any problems. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here. Michaela will have a review of Black Adam for you Wednesday on the audio feed of the podcast, so definitely go subscribe to that podcast feed so you don't miss out on that. And, of course, we'll be back Monday with our take on Black Adam, and I guess we're going to still have more House of the Dragon. She-Hulk's done for now. What's the next MCU project? Is Black Panther.
Yeah, Wakanda
right?
Forever.
Yeah,
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. We're going to have to draw straws for that one. All right, guys. Have a good one, everybody. See you next week, 9 p.m., new time here for the show. Have a good one, everybody.